Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this special time together on Sunday morning. And I do want to welcome you with love and with joy. Let's explore a very important lesson within the metaphysical teaching, whether it's unity, divine science, religious science, Anton, the Emerson Institute, any of the wonderful New Thought teachings are centered in a principle that says wholeness. That's WHOLENESS. Wholeness is yours. Wholeness is yours. When? Now. Always has been, always will be. This is principle, infinite life. One life, God, our life, your life, mine, all the life of everyone in every religion on the planet. Every religion is just a way of explaining to the person involved in the religion a understanding of the universe that is harmonious with their own heart and mind. If it works for you, that's where you need to be. In the New Thought movement, what we do is explain to ourselves, by observing all thinking, all religion, all clear thinking, why it's good enough to be true. Why, when the master teacher said it's done unto you as you believe, that this is good enough to be true. You see, my friends, the creative intelligence has always been complete. The creative intelligence has always been total, everywhere at once. You move from it, through it, to it, all the time. And it responds to your thinking by affirming yes, and then producing the event based on your consciousness. This is why we treat for a higher consciousness. Not to get things, but to let go and let God, not make God, beseech God, beg God, make a deal with God, but to let go and let God. Why? Because it says yes to your thinking. You see, my friends, wholeness is its name. Good name for God, wholeness. Therefore, what? Creative intelligence always creates whole ideas. Whatever you believe is true, the power within you acts upon it and produces it as experience. You are in truth whole. You are a whole and perfect idea in the mind of God. You came forth from an endless activity of this God mind. Therefore, you are what? You are whole, perfect, and complete within yourself. This was the basic teaching of Ernest Holmes. It was the basic teaching of my teacher, Dr. Fenwick Holmes, my wonderful friend and mentor and teacher and colleague, one of the greatest people I've known in my lifetime, Dr. Robert Bitzer, who was a New Thought minister before Ernest Holmes in Boston, Massachusetts. Dr. Bitzer always taught us very clearly, and I was very proud to be a young minister in Religious Science International with Dr. Bitzer. I was proud to be elected to the board and serve with Dr. Bitzer. And I was proud to call him my friend and colleague. He always taught us over and over again, do not forget principle even on special occasion. And principle is it's done unto you as you believe. Why? There's a law that backs up your thinking and produces it as experience. So, You are whole, perfect, complete, in truth within yourself. If we look at ourselves metaphysically, we understand that we lack for nothing because of what we are. We lack for nothing because of what we are. Now, we do not wait on completion. We do not wait on fulfillment. But we allow ourselves to do what? We allow ourselves to experience this greatness by knowing it and accepting it and being it in action. As we turn our thoughts to the recognition of truth, there's one life, it's God, it's your life. What happens? You begin to embark upon a journey of endless discovery. This is why we have classes in the New Thought movements. All of the wonderful classes taught in unity, divine science, religious science, all of the lessons in the magazines. I am very proud to serve on the board of International New Thought Alliance and involved in the publication area with the INTA Quarterly, which I write for. For 38 years, I wrote for the Creative Thought magazine with Religious Science International, and one of the most exciting days of my life is when I wrote a treatment, one of my first treatments for the Creative Thought magazine, and Dr. Raymond Charles Barker called me and said, "I expect to see you in every magazine from now on." What a compliment that was. Loved Dr. Barker and loved everything he taught me and taught the world. It's as if he's still with us, because his wonderful books, Power of Decision. If you don't have Power of Decision in your library and your heart and mind and experience, then you get that book. Amazon carries it, order it. You'll celebrate the day you opened it up and started exploring it. Why? Because it's saying what I'm saying this morning. You lack for nothing because of what you are. Now, fulfillment is your birthright. Wholeness is your birthright. When you know this and accept it, again, as I said before, you are at that point turning your thought to the recognition of this truth, and you begin to leave from where you are to where you can be, which is an exciting, wonderful, endless discovery, endless adventure. Adventure of what? Your perfect good, your perfect health, your perfect happiness. You see, your journey is an endless discovery. And what you discover by way of your discovery is the more you discover, there's more to discover. Knowing this, all you have to do at that point is instruct your mind to joyously accept your oneness with God's great wholeness, and wholeness becomes your name. So this morning, as you move into your beautiful Sunday, as you move into today's adventure of greater good, think of yourself as whole, not fragmented, but whole. Think of yourself as having, not wanting. Think of yourself as life's celebration, not a victim. People who think they're victims have to fill their world full of victimizers in order to keep proving it to themselves. Get rid of that idea. Accept your good today without doubt and receive it, my dear friends, without delay. It is what it is. It's everything you are. It's good enough to be true, and by right of consciousness, it's yours. Wholeness is yours right now. So it is, and was and shall be forever. So thank you, everybody, for being part of my Sunday beginning and yours. Allow yourself this morning to celebrate our lesson this morning, and I'm about to ask you something. I'm about to ask you to help support our center, the Tri-City Religious Science Center in Fremont, Newark, and Union City, California. We've been locked out of our facility for over a year now, and we appreciate all the donations, all of the love offerings that have come in by mail and by PayPal. And my wonderful assistant, Katrina Anderson, the beautiful daughter-in-law of Reverend Bonnie and Reverend Andy Anderson. Her husband, Aaron, is my wonderful music director and sound. Her two children are like my family, as Katrina and Aaron. And Bonnie and Andy, Reverend Bonnie and Reverend Andy, what a blessing they are to the world. And I'm so proud to be their teacher and their friend for, 30 years now, more. Anyhow, but again, I ask you and bless you and thank you for your love offering and your support. Katrina will put the information on the screen on how to contact us. And again, thank you. You are a blessing to us. And every Wednesday and Sunday, I affirm that our lessons here, coming to you by way of the internet, are a blessing to you. And I thank you for being part of it. And now, my friends, let's go within and close this morning in a beautiful and loving way. Right now, affirm and know that any change for the better that you need in your life, that change has already happened in truth. And we are one with truth. We are wholeness in action. Wholeness is ours now. So as we know this and know we know it, universal energy responds and produces its equivalent as our life experience right now. I know that this presence unfolds with ease by way of the design within your own heart and mind, the design of your consciousness, which I now accept and know for you and for me, is expanded into a greater understanding of love, of health, of happiness, of joy, which is ours by right of consciousness right now. We design our life this morning with love. All thoughts of limitation, doubt, or fear are released. And what takes its place is wonderful. Because you are and I am full of wonder, full of light, full of love. We do not move through this life experience alone or isolated. We are part of oneness with everything and everyone. We honor the change that needs to happen in our country and our world for more acceptance of greater good and of each other and of the love that we are in action, for in truth we are all brothers and sisters within the mind of God that made us out of itself. The divine presence, the divine knowing is unique within each and every one of us. We are an expression of love, of life, and by means of us, great good is accomplished right now. I release this treatment now to the law of mind that acts upon it, knows what to do and how to do it, and is doing it. As my life and yours, the life of the Tri-City Religious Science Center, the life of all of our New Thought friends in Unity, Divine Science, Religious Science, Anton, Emerson, we are one with all religions. All paths to God lead to the same place. And we give thanks that we know this is true. And let it be so. And so it is, was, and shall be forever. Forever. So it is. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you again for your love and your support. Love is blessing us now.